In the first rumblings of a potential exchange war, President Trump punched back Saturday at Canadian and European warnings that his steel duty design is unsuitable by debilitating to slap a tax on European autos in the event that they endeavor to take him on. The most recent volley out of Mar-a-Lago came 2 days after Trump first reported plans to force a U.S. tax of 25% on steel imports and 10% on aluminum. That, thus, was met by a sharp dismissal from Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, who called the levies completely inadmissible and said they would cause genuine disturbance of business sectors on the two sides of the fringe. His remote priest, Chrystia Freeland, cautions that Canada is set up to take responsive measures to guard its exchange advantages and specialists, Reuters reports. European pioneers additionally said something. Jean-Claude Juncker, leader of the European Commission, told the German media that the EU would react with levies on such U.S. items as Harley-Davidsons, Kentucky whiskey and blue jeans. None of this is sensible, yet reason is an assumption that is unevenly dispersed in this world, Juncker said. If the EU wants to further increase their already massive tariffs and barriers on U.S. companies doing business there, we will simply apply tax on their cars which freely pour into the U.S. They make it impossible for our cars, and more, to sell there. Big trade imbalance. Donald J. Trump, at Real Donald Trump, March 3, 2018. From his end of the week roost, Trump made it clear that such talk would just feed American determination. In the event that the EU needs to additionally expand their effectively gigantic duties and obstructions on U.S. organizations working together there, we will basically apply tax on their cars which unreservedly fill the U.S., he tweeted. They make it unimaginable for our autos, and the sky is the limit from there, to offer their huge exchange awkwardness. The tweet underscored his perception on Friday that when the U.S. is losing a large number on exchange with, for all intents and purposes, each exchanging the complex exchange wars are great and simple to win. Weight Watcher Kempf, leader of the Federation of German Industries, cautions that Trump was gambling a winding of protectionism that at last would cost American employments, and in addition those in Germany and whatever remains of Europe, the New York Times revealed. Until further notice, Canada was feeling the most intense weight as the best provider to the United States of both steel and aluminum, trading about 90% of its steel to the U.S. Any interruption to this incorporated market would be huge and genuine, Trudeau said. These recommendations, he included, will hurt them just as much as they will hurt us, and we are sure we will keep on being ready to guard Canadian industry. While Trump has routinely singled out China for its steel and aluminum fares to the U.S., the president, in his without any preparation comments on Thursday, did not state particularly whether Canada as well as Mexico would be liable to the new measures. On the off chance that he points just at China, notwithstanding, he would hit a powerful little focus since China represents just 2.9% of U.S. steel imports. Canada, then again, is the greatest provider, representing 16% of U.S. steel imports, or $4.3 billion of every 2017, trailed by South Korea, Mexico, Brazil, and China, as indicated by information aggregated by Wood Mackenzie. The Wall Street Journal, citing an unidentified senior White House official, reports that Trump intends to apply his levies internationally and won't exclude partners, for example, Canada and Europe. That is not really shocking, given Trump's wrath in the past finished Canada's fair strategies. A year ago, in a flare-up over drain valuing and softwood stumble, the president tore into the neighbors toward the north, cautioning individuals not to be tricked by Canadians' well-disposed manner, the Globe and Mail detailed. Canada's been unpleasant on the United States. Everybody considers Canada being magnificent, thus do I cherish Canada, he said. In any case, they've outflanked our government officials for a long time,